तुमसे बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की। झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारे माता। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारी माता। कुटुंब कबीला संग साथी, कुटुंब कबीला संग साथी, कालदक बजाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। दो दिन का बहुनाई जगत में, माया में भरमाया। दो दिन का बहुनाई जगत में, माया में भरमाया। धन दौलत कछु काम न आए, धन दौलत कछु काम न आए, छोड़ी जाए यहाँ काया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। सत्संग का गंगा वही है, कोमल जिसकी धारा। सत्संग का गंगा वही है, कोमल जिसकी धारा। करिय स्नान विमल कर काया, करिय स्नान विमल कर काया, पापिन पान कराया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, कह न सके तो अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। सके तो अपनी कहानी तेरी भी पंछी क्या जगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी आंसू में कलम डूबो। तेरा रन जाने को, तेरा रन जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी तेरा रन जाने को, तेरा रन जाने को। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की छाले। चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की छाले। ये पत्थर का देख है पकड़े कोई न तेरा हो। तेरा डर जाने को, तेरा डर जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी तेरा डर जाने को, तेरा डर जाने को, तेरा डर जाने को। फिर से बोलो क्या तेरा संगति।
जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब कोई न केवल हारा हो, फिर तू ही मेरा पार कर। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे, विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे।
ॐ गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारिकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। ॐ गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारिकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् ॐ गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारिकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् Jai Sitaram and a pleasant good morning to all. Heartfelt and most sincere gratitude to each and every one of you who have made the extra effort to be present here today. To the folks who came since our beloved Mataji passed away, to the folks who are unable to be present in person but who has joined us virtually, to the folks who have been sending messages, calls, and prayers to the Jamesa family. I speak on behalf of the Jamesa family this morning and said, sincere thank you from the entire family. Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, my name is Satish Ramjas, and I'm a very close friend of the family and have been asked to assist in the order of service today as we pay our final respects to our dearly departed mother, mother-in-law, Aji, Nani, Auntie, and the list of titles she carried over the period of her journey on earth. Today, 92 years ago, she entered this world, and today we all say goodbye as she leaves behind an impeccable legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, my first order is to introduce our spiritual leader who will guide the family in performing the rituals, Pandit Mukesh Maharaj. Panditji, I hand over to you as we commence the funeral service.
प्रेम सोल से अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय, मापति महादेव की जय. My dear devotees, at this time I take the honored opportunity to invite each and everyone to please stand as we join together in our invocation mantras. As we clasp our hands together, we close our eyes, bow heads and pray. As we seek Bhagavan's grace, as we commit this body back to this physical earth, to the medium of cremation. Chanting that Mahamantra in our minds, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Namo Narayanaye Keshwaya Paramatmaya Namaha. Om Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Hari Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Ramachandra Bhaje Achyutam Keshavam Sakyabhamadhavam Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratangapani Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prince Holy Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki आराम से बैठिए, डिवोटीज यू कैन काइंडली बी सीटेड। ओम श्री विष्णु 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 दया परमात्मने श्री प्राण पुरुषोत्तमय श्री श्वेतः वारः कल्पे ववश्मन्वन्तर्य श्रावणी षष्ठमीगे कलयुगे कल्पप्रथम चरण्य तांत्रिक महासागर स्थित पृष्ठापयुक्त समूहे अंत्येष्टिकरणं श्री ज्येष्ठ मासे शुक्लपक्षे नवमी तिथौ रविवारं च लगन मुहूर्तनान्वितायां प्रेतनामस्यः शुभकामनाय श्री वैकुंठ धाम प्राप्ति स्वर्ग धाम प्राप्ति लोक धाम प्राप्तार्थे श्री जपे विनियोगः श्री संकल्पम अंतरिक्षे बोले श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय। ओम श्री अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः मृतिस्थानार्थाय शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम श्री अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः श्रीतिलकं पिण्डोमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः श्रीतिलकं पिण्डोमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। श्री शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः श्रीतिलकं शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः श्रीगन्धाद्यो श्री शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। श्रीगन्धाद्यो पिण्डोमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। श्री विष्णवे नमः। श्री विष्णवे नमः। ओम अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः श्रीगन्धाद्यो शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम श्री अधमो गोत्रस्याम प्रेतस्याः गन्धाद्यो श्री शवनिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। नमो नारायणाय केशवाय परमात्माय नमो नमः। प्रणतक्लेशनार्थाय गोविन्दाय नमः। ओम केशवा माधवा ओ जय देव मधुसूदना। केशवा माधवा ओ जय देव मधुसूदना। नेत्र कमलधर अतीव मनोहर। नेत्र कमलधर अतीव मनोहर। अंतर्यामी प्रभु परमेश्वर। अंतर्यामी प्रभु परमेश्वर। माया मानुष वेश नीलाधर। माया मानुष वेश नीलाधर ओ जय देवा मधुसूदना। ओ जय देवा मधुसूदना। ओ जय देवा मधुसूदना। जय देवा मधुसूदना। केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना। ओ केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना। ओम मध्यमुपुत्रस्यां प्रेतस्य दीपोऽयं पिण्डोमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम् यं द्वारे महागौरीं ध्यातमसावृते तत्लोकनार्थाय दीपोऽयं पिण्डोमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम् ॐ मध्यमुपुत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः दीपोऽयं मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम् विचित्राणि देवेश त्रैलोक्यः तिमिरा प्रभु मन्मनामद्भक्तो मज्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसे युक्ता वै मत्परा मत्परायण ॐ श्री विष्णवे नमः श्री विष्णवे नमः श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः ओम श्री अध्यवगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः श्री श्री मृत्युस्थानार्ताय शवानिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम् ओम विष्णवे भवतु सर्वदा ओम श्री अधमोगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः तृप्यन्तामि मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम् बोले श्री अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की. My dear devotees, this morning we are gathered in this humble home under the settings of the funeral of the mother of this home. Today indeed, as we seek Bhagwan's grace and blessing, as we clasp our hands together, we close our eyes, we bow heads in prayer, meditating upon His omnipresence. Hari Om Pathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharata Advaitamrita Varshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Amba Tvamanusundadhame Bhagavati Gite Bhavarveshini Namastute Vyasi Vishali Buddhi Pulari Vindayata Patranitra Yena Tvaya Bharata Kaila Purna Prajvalitu Jnanamaya Padipaha Prapanna Parajataya Putra Vetraikapani Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamritam Duhe Namaha Sarvopanishrodao Dugdha Gopalanandana Parto Vatsa Sudirbhuktam Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanudamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum Bhishma Drona Tata Jayata Jalanandharini Lopala Shalyagrahavati Trapena Vahini Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sutirna Kalupanave Ranadhirke Vartaka Keshava Parasariyavacha Saroja Mamala Gitatham Gandotakam Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sarjana Katpare Raha Raha Pepe Yamana Muda Bhuyar Parth Pankajam Kalimala Prajval Sena Shreyasim Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayate Girim Yara Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutas Kunvanti Divyeshnave Vedai Sangha Parakramopanishrai Gayanti Yam Samada Dhyanavastati Targatina Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yashantam Navidur Surasurgana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratangapani Govinda Damodhar Madhaveti Bole Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki. My dear devotees, this morning I am not too known to our deceased, but indeed, how old is her, by the way? Congratulations to you. Oh, Radhe. So what a wonderful birthday. For you might not be, for her it is. And I must tell to you, members of the Bree family, congratulations. And why I say this is because you had that mother who lived a full life. You had a mother who diligently, she performed her duties and she lived a full life. So indeed, Bhagwan's grace unto her. And this is why, my dear devotees, congratulations also to you, the children, that you stand today to perform the final rites. Just this week I did a funeral, a gentleman of 86 years old, and having 7 children, was a cane cutter, did a lot of hard work in his younger days, and now at his demise, not even one of his child wanted to stand up and do his last rites. Today in the world that we are living under, many believe to themselves that I don't really have to do the last rites of my parents. And Bhaiya, I want to say openly, especially to our sons, that is your duty. That is your duty. That is your duty that you have to fulfill, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Whether you and your mother were speaking or not, at the end of the day, that is your duty. You know why? What goes around comes around, because you might have children, and when you demise from this world and depart from this world, you don't know what your children are going to do for you. True or not? True or not, devotees? So don't put any form of obligations to your children. You know why? Today when you are alive, you tell your children, well, you don't have to do this and you don't have to do that. Let your children do what is needed to be done. Iti sastra pramanamshtaha, Bhagavad Gita says, let the scriptures be your guide. Let your scriptures be your guide. Guru Puran tells to you, the only way a son finishes his obligation that he owes to his parents is when he can bear the body on his hips or his back or his shoulder. So this is why I say to you, members of the Bree family, congratulations. You know why? You are doing your duty. And I'm sure when your mother was alive, she did her duty to grow you up, to ensure that you had a sound education as best as possible, to ensure that you had food and medication when you were ill. Everybody has their good times and bad times in life here. So I am reading a couple verses of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15. Bhagavan says to Arjuna, he says to Arjuna, Tatparam tatpari margatavyam asmin gata na vidivartata bhuyat tamevacharyam purusham prapatte yada prapriti prasitam purani nirmana mohajiti sanga dosha adhyatma nityam vinibhritti kamaha Dvaidvan vimukta sukha dukha sanged dakshantityatmudam parvyayam tata Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Bhagavan says to Arjuna, the man who diligently seeks for that state of supreme state, and having realized and attained which there is no more in this world, and having full resolve that he stands dedicated to that supreme primal Narayana, from which everything begins of this creation, he should dwell and meditate upon him. They are free from pride and delusion who have conquered the evil of attachment, and constantly abiding in God, whose craving have altogether ceased, and who's completely immune to the pairs of opposite, going by the names of pleasure and pain, happiness and sorrow, attain the supreme state. And that jiva, that eternal jivatmana, in this body is just a fragment of my own. It is that alone which draws around itself the mind and the five senses. Bole Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. So Bhagavan tells us we must diligently seek for the supreme state in life. Our duty, we are born in this world, is not to only eat and drink and make merry. But our duty in this world is also to seek the supreme state of Godhead, that we have no return to the cycle of birth and death. So indeed, this is just a natural course of life. Death is a natural course of life. So he says, by this nature, we must be able to meditate upon that supreme. Meditating upon that supreme, we will be able to conquer these goals of obtaining that state of God realization. So my dear devotees, there's a beautiful katha in Vishnu Puran tells you that Naradaji one day, he went to Bhagavan Vishnu and he sought his advice. He says, Bhagavan, tell to me why it is that I am very perplexed of my mind and perturbed, and I would like to know why it is that I am seeing the dying crying for the dead. Who is the dying? Devotees. Who is the dying? You and me. We are the dying. He says, and I still cannot understand why I see the dying crying for the dead. Because the dying fail to recognize that one day he will also be dead. And Bhagavan told to him, he says, only one thing, because the state of attachment. The state of attachment. So in this world, we grow attached to each other. We grow attached to things in this world, whether it be house, money, land, etc. We grow attached to family. Sometimes we grow attached to a member of the family. And this is why, my dear devotees, the system of going through detachment is a very difficult one. And the only way you could understand detachment is when you are attached. I will repeat that. The only way you will understand what is detachment is when you are attached. And when you are attached to someone or something, it is then you understand the emotions of attachment and detachment. From there you will understand, there's a bhajan that says, Sukha dukha dono rehte jisme जीवन है वो गाओ कभी धूप कभी चाओ कभी धूप कभी चाओ. What is joy and what is sorrow? What is joy and what is sorrow? It is only when you experience sorrow then you will understand what is joy. If every day you experience joy in your life, you wouldn't understand what is sorrow, bhai. If every day you experience pleasures in life, you will not understand what is pain. This is why we live in a world of opposites. So when you experience pleasure yesterday, today you might experience what? Pain. And it is only, we might tell ourselves, if every day was like yesterday. But every day cannot be like yesterday, bhai. True or not? So we always have to accept what comes our way. This is why there is a saying that there is no yesterday and there is no tomorrow. There is only but today. And today has now. This is why there is a beautiful song that says, Musafir hu yado, na ghar hai na dikana, mujhe chalte jana hai, bas chalte jana. और क्या है मुसाफिर है? There's different ways it is sung to you. आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है. I come to sing this morning. But I come to tell you, और क्या मुसाफिर है? Who is the musafir that all these songs tell to you? All of us, you are the musafir. We are all travelers in this world, and we are all on a journey. And we are all in this journey together, but one day that journey will come to an end. Your journey, my journey, today's mama journey. Her journey has come to an end. And this is why I tell you as a family, we may mourn for her, but be happy. All her pains and troubles now have come to an end. Be happy that you are able to perform your last rites and even see this body and see her face for the last. Because there are many who did not get that opportunity. So my dear devotees, be happy that your mother has lived to this age of 91, 92 years. I don't know if I will reach there yet, Bhaya. So be happy and be proud to know that she has toiled and performed her duty to the best of her ability. Today indeed I dedicate this pratna in her name, in her honor. May Bhagwan shower grace upon her Atma. Hari Om Sri Samaya Nayavat Barambar O Samaya Nayavat Barambar O Samaya Nayavat Barambar. Many say time. I don't have time, I'm too busy. I show everybody they say that until they say you're too busy. You might call your friend and say, girl, I'm real busy today. Busy doing what? Today I'm real busy too, you know. But I still make time to come here. Tu pramara nindra me soyo. The poet writes and he says, wake up from your nindra, your state of sleep. Time is going. But we are starting to sleep. Tu pramada nindra me soyo. Hata pukara upakar, hata pukara upakar, samaya nayavat barambar. What you could take your hands and do it now, because you might get the opportunity to do it tomorrow. Bare bhagya se manushta na payo. You are blessed to have this human birth. Bare bhagya se manushta na payo. Yahi hai tatva vicharo, yahi hai tatva vicharo. Samaya nayavat barambar. Samaya nayavat barambar. The poet writes and he says, God bless me to have a human body, a human birth, with all the faculties of the mind and the senses. But he says, one day to come, I will not have this again. This gift that I was gifted with. So yes, enjoy life, Bhaiya, I will tell you that. Enjoy life to the fullest. Do what you need to do to enjoy life, but never forget God. Never forget where you come from. Never forget your roots. Don't mind what people say. Never forget where you come from. So I know your mother came from the days of poverty days. She came from difficult days. And God bless her soul. You know why? If she did not do what she did at this time, you feel, gentlemen, Holly would stand up here today? You feel she would have a nice crowd of people? One day I was reading a book and it tells you, if you want to know how much you are worth in this world, the day you die, then you will see. The day you die, then you will see. Is either people come to see if you're really dead, or either people really come because they honor you. So if you want to understand the worth of how you live your life, the day you die will see this. I don't know Mama. I know nothing about Mama. So, but just by you being here today, I can safely say, I see that she was a person that lived and how she lived. So my dear devotees, in my closing remarks, May Bhagwan bless you, members of this Biri family, that you have fulfilled your duties and perform your duties to your best. At this time, I will hand over to Obhaya, who is our MC for this morning. Bole Subindaban Bihari Lal Ki.
Thank you, Panditji. While listening to Panditji, and as he indicated, he is not familiar with Mataji. One thing I'm sure you all will agree is that Mataji had the most contagious smile and laugh. She was indeed a beautiful person, and we would have seen that she lived her life to the fullest. 92, just a couple days short of 92 years. Her sons, her daughter-in-laws, her daughters, her in-laws, her grandchildren, and all the friends and family would have ensured she had a comfortable life. So we must acknowledge the family who would have ensured during her period of existence, while she gave to them as a mother, they would have returned as well their duties as a son, as in-laws, as daughters. Before I invite Sharda, I must say that when Sharda told me how she found out her grandmother had passed away, I was speechless. But I said to her that she handled it maturely, level-headed, and the first thing she did was ask the nurses to say a prayers for her grandmother. In the midst of just walking and finding out, not expecting, finding out your grandmother would have passed away. In those moments, any one of us could have been crushed completely. We'd have probably said the wrong thing, called the wrong person. But this young woman would have done what I think I could not have done. So I think it is only fitting that I invite Sharda to deliver the eulogy.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. All protocols observed. Words are not enough to describe how wonderful you were, dear Aji. You have touched the lives of each and every one of us here today in so many different ways. You never failed to brighten a room with your smile and laughter. You lived for your family. You were nothing less than an angel that was loaned to us by God, and today He wanted you at His side. Pangol, Mami, Ma, Aji, Aj, Nani, Latesy, Lates were some of the names that initiated that smile. We will surely miss that captivating smile and that addictive laugh that came immediately after calling out to you. I am lucky enough to have experienced your warm touch and your gentle words that made all my pain vanish within seconds. I found comfort in those wrinkly hands and you constantly rubbing my legs. Your exceptional cooking and your fabulous cleaning skills was second to none. You assisted with looking after me and ensured that I had something to eat, even if it meant preparing my favorite meals, sugar and rice and sugar roti. You were never too tired to look after our needs, and you were always willing to give up whatever you had for our happiness. Giving myself as an example, I am quite sure that each one of your grandchildren can attest to this. At a tender age, Aji, who resided at Nanan Trace, Barrackpore, was married off to my grandfather, the late Mr. Roopchand Jagisa. After marriage, she resided with her in-laws under one roof and was required to provide to the needs of all the individuals of the household. And with the assistance of her sisters-in-law, Mistress Rosie Ramdeen and the late Danraji Jagisa. A few years later, Aji was blessed with a beautiful baby girl, followed by 11 more energetic babies, with having completed the entire dozen. They followed the order of the late Drupati, the late Dhruv, Gola, Sita, Uttam, Parvati, Kuber, Baldat, Delhi, Rajpati, Krishay, and Raja. And yes, they were distributed evenly, 6 boys, 6 girls. If looking after the needs of a dozen children wasn't an accomplishment, I don't know what was. Approximately 31 years ago, Aji lost her husband. For most women, this is a life-breaking event. But to prove how strong Aji was, both emotionally and physically, she was able to overcome such immense grief. In addition, she was the last surviving of all her siblings. There were so many times I saw my Aji fight the challenges that life presented her with, and each time she overcame them with a smile, strong willpower, and great determination. Her life story reminds me of the quote, "Be like a duck, calm on the surface, but paddle like hell underneath." Each and every individual who experienced the blessing of being in the company of my Aji would agree that she always insisted on providing food and a warm, accommodating environment to any individual that visited her. Even when she was at the San Fernando General Hospital a few days ago, I can vividly recall her insisting that I share roti and pumpkin to all the visitors on the ward. One of the other patients even expressed her joy in listening to the stories and lessons she had to offer. Aji spent some time at my home during the COVID pandemic, and her brilliance never ceased to amaze me. In my humble opinion, no scholar was a challenge for her to outshine, and she was the only individual that I never won an argument to, even after she was diagnosed with dementia. Even though I was not around for her early years, I have been told numerous times about how hardworking my Aji was, and how much responsibility she endured, from looking after her siblings, then in-laws, and then her own family, followed by her grandchildren. Despite all the hardships, Aji was indeed fortunate, as she did enjoy some of the fruits of her hard work. She lived happily in her favorite new house for about 10 years, and she was fortunate to travel several times to Canada and the United States. Aji could have taught us all from the way she lived her life and all the stories and lessons she had to offer. Today, I would like to remind each one of you of one of the important things she taught me and that which she lived by, and it goes like this: be good, do good, and good will always follow you. I want each of you to take this lesson with you and to remember the smile and pleasant personality my Aji always greeted me with. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, the wise person knows that even though every human is destined to die, the soul is immortal. I humbly request each one of you to sincerely pray for my Aji's soul, that wherever this soul may travel, there may be no suffering or hard times. I sincerely thank each one of you for the prayers, words of comfort, and support you provided during our time of bereavement. I pray that God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you. Jai Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Sharda. You've done an exceptional job given the circumstances, and you continue to be strong for yourself as well as your family. Next in the order, I would call Kevon Jagesa, grandson, to read a poem in tribute to his grandmother.
Good morning, everybody. The poem begins. I am free, do not grieve for me, for now I am free. I am following the path God laid for me. I took his hand when I heard him call. I turned my back and left the door. I could not stay another day, to laugh, to love, to work or play. I found a place at the close of the day. If my parting have left a void, then fill it with remembered joy. A friendship shared, a laugh, a kiss. Ah yes, those things I too shall miss. Be not burdened with times of sorrow. I wish you the shining sunshine of tomorrow. My life's been full, I savored much. Good friends, good times, a loved one touch. Perhaps my time seem all too brief. Do not lengthen it now with undue grief. Lift up your heart and share with me. God wanted me now, he set me free. And a little story about how she was. When I just come to spend night by she, at night I'm gonna peep open the door and watch to see if she good. She see me and she say, hey, you checking to see if I dead or what? Me, I dead, yes. That's it.
Thank you very much, Kevon. Thank you very much. Next in order is Shivani Jagesa. So she has asked that I read her message. Dear Archie, never in my wildest imagination did I expect to celebrate your 92nd birthday in such a heartbreaking way. Whilst we made plans to celebrate in the finest style with you, Bhagwan Sri Krishna decided that it wouldn't be. He began making his own plans to celebrate with you. Even though I may never come to terms with this plan of his, and while I am disheartened that you gave up your strong battle, I find comfort in knowing that you are now free of the pain and suffering that I couldn't stand to see you endure. Aji, you have lived an exceptional life. You always greeted me with open arms, a warm smile, and delicious food. I was always happy to be around you and to go on vacation with you as well. As I grew older, you became one of my best friends. You taught me about life, unconditional love, and about making the best of every situation. You never held anyone in mind. You were always forgiving and always willing to help your children and grandchildren. You knowingly or unknowingly helped me overcome many difficult times in my life. During the pandemic, I was privileged to have your company at my home for 5 weeks. Those memories will forever remain with me. You were always a lover of sweets, candies, chocolates, cake, and barsad were among your favorites, and I always got pleasure in seeing your face light up the minute you saw those little sugary treats that I often surprised you with. The manner in which you would quickly open them up and start eating were enough to brighten my worst days. Aji, I never thought that you would leave so soon. This house that was so dear to you now feels so empty. I can't come to terms with the fact that I will never be able to enjoy your warmth, your tender touch, your signature smiles, and your soft, pushy hands. I miss the attention that you gave me as soon as I entered your sight. I miss lying to you about picking you up to go NIS office. It was the only way to get you out of the house for a small while. It pains me that you will no longer come to look for me at my office on the days of your doctor visits. Seeing you slip away from us, even with all the collaborative efforts being tried to save you, was one of the hardest things I've had to endure. However, I hope that Bhagwan listened to all of our prayers and made your transition into his heavenly abode a smooth and peaceful one. I am thankful to Bhagwan for having your love. My family and I will forever cherish the memories that are etched in our hearts of the wonderful times that we have spent together. Above all, I am sure that my dad will cherish the many memories of caring for you, spending nights with you, listening to your many stories and taking care of your needs. It will be a tough task for him now that he can no longer do anything for you physically. It will also be tough for Mom, who you were also close to. I remember you calling out her name when you were in discomfort, and I realized the relationship that you both shared. I know that you will definitely miss the food that Aunt Celia prepared for you every day, and I know you would miss the company of your sons, Uttam, Raja, Kubir, Baldat, and grandson Kevin, who spend the nights with you lately. I am sure that you will remember all the sacrifices made by your dear Krishna and Gola, and who did everything in their power to see you smile. Last but not least, you enjoyed the love, care, and company of all your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, other family members, and friends. We all love you, Aji. Your absence has created a permanent and large void in all our lives. We all bid you farewell today, Aji, in this, your final birthday celebration. I ask Bhagwan Sri Krishna to take special care of my dear Aji, and I pray that her beautiful soul attains moksha. Jai Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you, Shivani. Before we conclude, we're going to ask if anybody would like to come forward and pay any tribute to Mataji. At all at once. All right, so. Okay.
Good morning and Sitaram to everyone. My name is Premnath Chowki. I am the Sarubai of Raja. And I learned that a few days ago, she was saying that she's tired and she's ready to go home. I do not know much about her, except for what I learned from Raja and my sister-in-law Meena. But I feel it would be a fitting tribute if I would do this bhajan that would allow her soul, because she wanted that, to allow her soul, which is now free as a bird, to go wherever it wishes to go, with the hope that that soul will end up at the feet of the Lord. And I am certain from all the tributes and all the things that I have heard from people when I came to the wake about her, that her soul will end up at the feet of the Lord. And the bhajan goes like this. And you all can sing it along, everybody who knows it, I'm sure many of you all will know it. Pinjare ke panchi re, tera dard na jaane ko, tera dard na jaane ko, pinjare ke panchi re, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, कहो कहो खामोश रही तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोए रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी प्यार जिंदगानी रे, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी प्यास जिंदगानी रे, इतना तेरी कतार आंसू में कब तक हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छारे रे, चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छारे रे, ये पत्थर खाटे बगले कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle.
Please do not let go of my hand. Please तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो। तेरे बिना कुछ कर नहीं पाऊं, चलते चलते ठोकर खाऊं। तेरे बिना कुछ कर नहीं पाऊं, चलते चलते ठोकर खाऊं। साथ सभी का चाहे छूटे, साथ सभी का चाहे छूटे, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो। हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो। सुख आए तो ना इतराऊं, दुख आए तो ना घबराऊं। सुख आए तो ना इतराऊं, दुख आए तो ना घबराऊं। सुख में न भूले, दुख में न भूले, सुख में न भूले, दुख में न भूले, मुझसे मुख ना मोरो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो। हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो। तू है दयामय, दया की मूरत, मन में बसी है तेरी सूरत। तू है दयामय, दया की मूरत, मन में बसी है तेरी सूरत। मेरे बिगड़ी अब बन जाए, मेरे बिगड़ी अब बन जाए, ये मेरा विश्वास न तोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो। हाथ न छोड़ो, साथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे हाथ न छोड़ो प्रभु जी, तुम मेरे साथ न छोड़ो।
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the granddaughter of the deceased. My mom, Parvati Kapara, is with me, and I am here to assist her on behalf of what she wants to say to her mom, or to let you all know. We would like you all to also know that we are also grieving because of the same month we had to do the same thing to my father who passed away 3 weeks ago. So it's really difficult for my family, losing my dad, and to now lose my grandmother as well. So I couldn't just imagine how difficult it is for my mom, who lost her husband and now has to face the same thing with her mother as well. So you all please bear with us. Thank you. Okay, so she wants to say that after we burned my dad, we were coming up the road. We were coming up the road there, and when we reached by, you all would have seen that blue house there. That's where my brother lives. And my grandmother was sitting right outside there, and she got up and she started to wave to us, and she started to call. So we went. Most of you will know Arnold is also my brother. We went to the back there and parked the car. My grandmother did not give up at all. She came all the way out, and even though we were going into the train, she kept calling and calling. And we knew we had to come to see her, but that was our intention to visit her. After my father passed away, it was time to, spend a lot of time with her, to make a lot of time with her. But we came to see her, my mom and I, and well, as usual, she always sees things that not everyone will observe. So in comfort of grieving for my dad, something that I would normally do is wear my mom's clothes. And I put on one of my mom's clothes that day. And when I came, she said, what you doing with those big clothes? Why you don't wear something to suit yourself? It is so loose and so big. So apparently she is also a fashionable or something like that. But in all that, we had a feeling, and from our observation, it was not a good feeling to us, because the way that she had came out and called into us and insisted that we be here and we come across any distance that she was able to see us from and see that car coming up that road, we felt as though she was going to be like that. And the words came out of my mouth. Next thing, this is a sign that my grandmother is going to be with my dad. So here we are, my mom wanted me to share this with you all. And so that's what went on. So it's a feeling that we would have had. She always asked for my dad. She always insisted that my mom was the reason my dad wasn't visiting, because my mom would hide my dad from her. And that we weren't sure if she got the news that my dad had passed away, but there was a strong sense, a strong feeling that she would have known it in her heart, she would have felt it, and we also felt that she was going to be with my dad as well. So that's what we wanted to say, and like the pundit said, we are glad that she are resting, she are peaceful, though we don't understand it and we are grieving or whatever. We know she's in a better place, and we hold on to that, and we value all the memories that we would have had, and everything that she would have done for us. And to see her family together, the brothers and the sisters, grandchildren, it's a great feeling. Thank you all. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. Given the weather and the time, I am now going to pass over back to Panditji, as we will conclude, and then after, and during that time, if there's anyone else who would like to offer flowers, thank you.
My dear devotees, let us all please stand as we heart open to the Lord's request for our hands together, as we close our eyes, bow heads in prayer. We pray, O final homage, we ask Bhagavan to show grace upon you, members of the great family, to make you strong, to have courage to accept the things that we cannot. This may be one of them. We ask Bhagavan to bless that Atma. May that Atma find that state of rest and peace as we commit this body to this physical earth. Hari Om Anadhani Dhano Deva Sankha Chakradadadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksha Pretamoksha Pradobhava He Rama Purushottama Hari Narayana Keshava हे गोविंदाय कल्पजे मुरनिधे दामोदरे माधवा हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपति वैकुंठारी चराचरपति लक्ष्मीपते पाहि मां त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम ज्योतिबिंदु ओ परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर दे मिलन ओ अब चल कर दे मिलन अब चल कर दे मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन ज्योति बिंदु ओ परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर बोलिए श्री अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की। Devotees at this time, those who wish to view or even pay your final tribute by placing a flower, you are welcome to do so in a very orderly manner, after which will be given for cremation rites. Jai Jai Sitaram. On behalf of members of the Brave family, I wish to thank each and everyone who shared this moment with them, to give them that strength and that comfort to fulfill their duties as best as possible. Jai Sitaram.
So I will pass over to Uncle to do it.
Sitaram, good morning to everybody. It's a beautiful day, Sunday, good looking Sunday to see such a very important thing. Everybody, thank you for that. मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम जीवन देखे जाल बिछाए रक्ष माया नाच नचाए जीवन देखा जाल बिछाए रक्ष माया नाच नचाए चिंता मेरे तभी मिटेंगी चिंता मेरे तभी मिटेंगी जब चिंतन में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम तुमने लाखों पाप उतारी मेरी बारी बारी मेरे पास पुण्य के पूजा मेरा पास पुण्य के पूजा पद पूजन में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम हे राम हे राम घर घर अति को दर दर भक्ति को कहाँ
सर पर तुझको इस जीवन में मिलो न तुम तो राम हे राम इस जीवन में मिलो न तुम मुझे मरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपने शरण में ले लो राम थैंक यू
Ladies and gentlemen, as we organize the debates, the route that will be followed is through Clark Road, Suchu Straits, the Ring Road, and then off Paris Streets into the road to get to the Mosquito Creek.
Ram Ram Sate, Ram Ram Sate, Ram Ram husband, grandmother. Okay. Sneak up on me by your master. ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुद्रेतस्यः श्री श्री चतुर्चेकामिति सखे कुंडो में आत्म प्रतिष्ठा कृत्यंतामि ओम कृत्यंतामि मया दीयते प्रतिष्ठा ओम यं द्वारि महागौर्यं ध्यात्मसापति तत्पुत्रताय दीपोऽयं तु प्रतिष्ठितां ओम यं द्वारि महागौर्यं ध्यात्मसापति तत्पुत्रताय दीपोऽयं तु प्रतिष्ठितां ओम श्री श्री अध्यमगोत्रस्यामुत्प्रेतस्यः ठाकुरमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठितां Kenapa di kloter warna koin lagi? Sampai lah siapa?
Yeah, no more friends like it. One
Yam God Mahagoya Jatma Savitri Tatmalokartaya Deepo Yam Kupadishtam. Let's excuse me. Let's keep this peace. Pick up this pin up. Om Sri Ram Nam Satya Hai Sri Kagbali Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatam Adhamo Gotrasya Mukpretasya Kagbali Mayadiyate Tikaudi Pole House.
Partner? Uncle, you stand by the head here now. Uncle, you come from the side here. I offer him from the chest, come straight to the feet. You guys going all over?
Damodharaya Namaha. Om Keshwaya Namo Namaha. What is this on top of your lips? Om Sri Sri Vishnavi Sri Vishnavi Sri Vishnavi Namo Namaha.
They are praying. Where are they?
Don't go roll up his sleeve. Roll up his sleeve. Oh, they don't take out the ring.
So you lifting the box on and leaving the cloth on the ground. Together on the count of 3, leave the cloth on the ground. 1, 2, 3.
Ram Nam Satya Hai Ram Nam Satya Hai Ram Nam
Leave the cloth on the ground.
Main man in front of it, back with your hand.
Who Hari matches?
I'm not sure.
Why I want to Hollywood movies funny, Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kanchi Vantika Pudwara Sapre Nayaka Sapre Ram Suropa Sapre Ram Suropa Swaha Om Kache Swaha Lohidai Swaha Nedhubhya Swaha Sanubhya Swaha Majabhya Swaha Lekasi Swaha Ayodhya Swaha Prayashai Swaha Panyashai Swaha Detai Swaha Sudhai Swaha Jai Swaha, Swaha, Jai Swaha, Smriti Swaha, Deshidai Swaha, Antakaya Swaha, Om Smriti Namah Swaha, Smriti Namah Swaha, Smriti Namah Swaha, Brahmatyai Namah Swaha, Brahmani Namah Swaha, Om Vishnavi Namah Swaha, Rudrai Namah Swaha, Om Yoga Swaha.
put that area on the side.
How much I can have built How much I can have built here
Go ahead.